Welcome to Yu-Gi-Oh! Unleashed Season Finale, Episode 14, titled
Paradise Lost!
I have been waiting since Episode 1 of this rewatch to use that joke. And it was well worth it.
Back here. You ready, Hugo? I'm always ready.
So we just kind of abandoned the tournaments, but to be fair, I'm sorry, but there's still 2 more seasons after this, so, spoil warning, you fail. Hey, Viper. How you doing?
Lord. Yes, Viper. The Lancers are now onto us. They know what our real motive
The tournament just kind of... Oh my god, Jones Turner won by default, didn't he? Because everyone else left.
Try and take it back. Let them come, sir.
Jones Turner will be like the Hercule Satan of this universe. He shouldn't win under any circumstances, but he does because Toriyama thought it would be funny. I mean, essentially, yeah. Alright. Let's get it. You'd think a finale would be longer than these 2 parts, but trust me, it'll more than make up within Season 2 and 3.
Now.
Especially Draco versus Mephiles.
Whoa. This place looks like a war zone.
Probably because it is a war zone. Hugo.
We believe we found the location of their leader, Mephiles. 3 of our fellow soldiers have already gone in to try and take him out. We've located him to be in the conference building. However, it's heavily guarded by his soldiers. So I see. Hugo, Draco, I need you to go and assist them.
Wait, what?
It's up to us.
Excuse me, sir?
Go on, you're the main characters.
We can end this right here and right now. If you 2 make it through this, you are Lancers.
Hooray!
Don't worry. More soldiers will be right behind you as soon as...
Wait, but Lancers are basically jobbers in fan shows. Boo!
I understand, sir. Come on,
And by jobbers, I mean losers.
Right.
Like losers in both the derogatory term and the literal term.
Hi, Fool K9 Knuckle!
That doesn't count to the counter.
Go, Green Eyes, Grey Dragon, Plasma Storm!
Neither does that. I have to say that out loud just to be idiot-proof it.
The conference room is on the other side of this building.
We're almost there. Just to... Oh, great.
You gotta be kidding
You're
me.
not going any further than this. Master Mephiles wishes to be alone. Another distraction? Hugo, you go ahead. I'll hold this guy off.
Really?
Sure. I've been in much more worse situations than this. Besides, I think I can take him.
Based on what happens in Season 3, Hugo should have stayed behind with the grunts, and Draco should have gone ahead to fight
I'm
Mephiles.
always careful.
Mind you, that's after a whole lot of power boosting for Draco and all that jazz. He's much stronger then than he is now, obviously. But,
Well,
you know.
isn't this a surprise? You're the one responsible for all this. Mephiles, if I'm correct.
I didn't cut my hands off for nothing.
Correct. I am Mephiles, leader of the Organization of the Forgotten. Ha! Finally! I've been waiting to tangle with the
Look,
big
it's 3
bad.
guys against 1 guy. I can't believe they ripped off Revelations episode, what was it, 38 or something?
All the havoc that you have caused.
That was a joke.
I especially can't
That was a
wait
joke.
to be the one to punish you, Mephiles. Oh, who wouldn't be? After all I've tried to accomplish to make this world a better place.
There's 12 guys
caused
ganging
enough
up on
pain
one
at this
villain.
point. Prepare
Main
to
villain
pay
has
for your
always
crimes.
been a cliche in shows.
What would they be? What do you think you've done wrong? You were the one who almost caused the Fusians and Exesians to start arguing with each other. Please, that had nothing to do with me. Besides,
Liar.
It was the clash of your opinions that almost led to your destruction.
True, but you fueled the fire.
Here, we might as well get down to business. I suppose you will be challenging me to a duel. Oh, trust
Not to
me,
mention you're
I've
invading
been
school
waiting to hear
grounds.
that all day. 3 against
This
1,
was
huh?
the beta Jack Daniels, or as I call him, Bitch Man.
Don't worry, I am not in need of any partners. Besides, the 3 of you will need all the help you can get.
Why don't you get 12 more guys?
Duel. Duel! duel. I will be making the first move. I end my turn.
Oh, he's doing that power play.
Nothing? Neither player can attack on their first turn in this type of duel. I might as well make use of this situation. You know, for the leader of this so-called organization, you're kind of pathetic.
Why should I reveal all my moves from the get-go?
He is the leader of this organization for a reason. Okay, it's my turn, and I draw! To start my turn, I'll play the spell Destiny Fusion. This sends
Destiny
two
Heroes.
Destiny Hero monsters from my
great.
deck to the graveyard to perform a
We're gonna have
fusion
Mephiles
summon.
versus
I
GX
fuse
Nostalgia
Destiny
monsters.
Hero Doomlord and Destiny Hero Decider. I fusion summon Destiny Hero Dystopia. With this monster's effect, you take damage equal to the attack of one of its fusion materials. You take 1,600 points of damage. Impressive.
Imagine these random
Not done
schmucks
yet, though.
managed to
Now,
defeat
from my
Mephiles.
hand,
It would never
I'll
happen,
play
but imagine.
Colorization and fuse Dystopia with the Destiny Hero Malicious in my hand. I fusion summon Destiny Hero Dusktopia.
I'm getting
Now I
flashbacks to
activate the effect of
Yuri
Malicious in
versus
my graveyard.
Yugioh.
By banishing it, I can summon another one from my deck. Then I'll activate the effect of Dusktopia.
No, I did like
which lets me
Dusktopia
fuse
being
Malicious
summoned, or
with the Destiny Hero
Dysutopia, and
Diamond
Kite
Dude
being
in my
like
hand.
Utopia, you
I
say.
fusion
Even doesn't make any
summon
sense for that person to
Destiny
have a
Hero
reaction.
Dangerous.
It would just like to say.
That's all I've got.
You know what you mean?
I'll
I
set
summon
two
a
cards face
monster?
down
Sorry, I'm
and end
spiteful
my
like
turn.
Duel Links.
Finally, I'll be going next. I draw. I summon from my hand the tuner monster, Red Resonator. And
Oh,
by
now we
doing
got
so,
in
I
5Ds
can use
the
its
Nostalgia
effect to
monsters.
Special summon one monster from my
We're gonna be
hand.
facing New
I'll
Discount,
choose the
Aster
tuner
Phoenix,
monster,
Jack Atlas, and
Yoko
some third
Tuner.
guy.
Then, since I have Red Resonator on my field, I can special summon another 6 Red Ward from my hand. Catch is, its attack and defense points are cut in half.
Oh no, anyway.
That's fine by me. Now I tune level
Hey,
2
it's Green-Eyes
Red
Plasma
Resonator and
Dragon.
level 6 Red Warg. I synchro summon Scarlight Red Dragon Archfiend.
Jack Atlas would love to
Now,
know where you
since I
got
have
that
Scarlight
from.
on my field, I special summon the level
I mean,
1
Aster
tuner
would probably be asked too
Synchron
about
Resonator
Dystopia,
from
but
my
you know.
hand. And I double
I figured a
tune
let.
Red
Well, Spider
Resonator,
Dragons aren't really a
Yoko
thing in the
Tuner,
Arc 5
and
universe. But
Scarlight.
I don't know.
Burning
Dystopia seems like a
Synchro
random.
Summon.
It
Bow
doesn't
down
worth it.
before
No.
Tyrant Red Dragon Archfiend. Interesting. Lastly, I'll play
Maybe
a
just
spell
copies
card,
like Dark
Monster
Rebellion was.
Reborn, to bring back Scarlight Red Dragon Archfiend.
Fakes, if you will.
That's all I'll do. I'll set one card face down and end my turn. Now it's my turn, and I draw. I'll start by summoning to the field Battling Boxer Glass
Ha!
Jaw. And then I will summon from my hand Battling Boxer Spa.
My man.
Since neither of us can attack on the first turn, that's fine by me. And now, with these two monsters, I build the Overlay Network.
Let's go, Lead
I
Yoke.
seed summon rank 4 Battling Boxer Lead Yoke. Then, by discarding one overlay unit from Lead Yoke, I can special summon Battling Boxer Shadow.
I'm
from
kind
my
of
hand.
disappointed that they're on the
And when
Lancers
Lead
team,
Yoke
though,
loses
but
an
not
overlay
because the
unit,
Battling Boxers
gains
should be played by evil
800
people.
attack points.
Just the sheer fact that means they get
Then I'll
support if
play
they were on the
spell
other
card
guy's team.
Battling Boxer Spirit. By
But,
sending
eh.
a card from my deck
At
to the
least they're on the
graveyard,
good guys'
I can bring
team.
Battling Boxer Glass
That's
Jaw
something.
back from my grave. Now I'll once again overlay these two level 4
Nova
monsters.
Kaiser
I exceed
or
summon
or
Heroic
Excalibur.
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 Set two
You're
cards
welcome,
face
Rob. I
down,
did it twice
and that's
just for
my
you.
move. I have to admit, that's an amazing patch of monsters you've got there. I
Well,
would have
time to commit murder.
used anything meta relevant. But unfortunately, all of these monsters will not do against what you're
What's
about
funny
to
is that
see.
this Destiny Heroes became more
Now it is my
meta
turn.
relevant over time, only because of
I
Destroyer
draw.
Phoenix Enforcer.
And I win.
Does that count? We'll see if we get back to it. Question of the day. Well, which is your favorite episode of Season 1 and why? You know, at first, like I said a long time ago, my favorite duel of the series was as the Viacroid episode. But over time, then it became Yugioh versus Exige. But honestly, now it was the episode after the fact with the Hugo Utopia. Not just because of those giant monsters in that, but just explaining why Utopia is the way he is. Okay, that's the episode after Fusion versus Hugo versus Topia. There, that one. Not just because of the giant monster, but also kind of like the Hugo just breaking down Topi's entire mythology and why it doesn't make any logical sense. That's an underrated episode, in my opinion. Like, there are some episodes where it's like, yeah, it was about as good as I thought it was. Yeah, that was alright. But that one was like, oh, that's actually kind of a hidden gem episode. I mean, they're all pretty good, but it's just like, that was where I was watching and just like, oh, I forgot how good this one was. So yeah, that's my opinion. Although you can also go Fusion versus Exige, I absolutely understand it. But, alright, as for this episode, dang, we just got right into the middle of the war. We just abandoned that tournament. Again, I'm going to theorize that Jones Turner won. We'll probably have an explanation the next season, of course, but that's my headcanon until I am proven otherwise. Because God hates us. Or at least hates you. I'm indifferent to Jones Turner. It was kind of funny to see everyone come in and try to fight off a war. We're seeing a lot more war as time goes on in this series, of course. But for now, it's open bow. Sorry. But and this is the first round fighting off against Mephiles and seeing Mephiles in his true form, of course. And that wig. Yeah, what are you gonna do? I was pretty sure that Hugo and Draco fought off against Mephiles, but I guess I'm thinking of the Minus character from the next season. I'm not revealing the true identity. That one is a spoiler that I will not reveal on the off chance someone is interested. Go and watch yourself. That reveal, before Unleashed, it was just like, okay, this is a great series. I could recommend this to people. Then I found out about Minus's true identity. I'm like, I have to tell people this. This is like, whoa. I mean, it's just a name, but that name carries so much importance to me anyway. I'm not gonna spoil it though. I'm gonna say too much. But yeah, now we're in the middle of a war, and let's see if the nostalgia monsters could beat Mephiles. No. And here we are, part 2 of the season finale of Yu-Gi-Oh! Unleashed, season 1. 4,000 life points, to be clear.
You don't have the cards to back up that claim.
Oh, dude, it's gonna back up. I was afraid I was just gonna say I win, and that was gonna be the duel. It's like, I never considered that sort of thing happening. It's just like, what do I do? I guess I'm counted for a victory counter.
Rodent of the R.O. R.O.?
Recycled ones. Oh, rejected ones, sorry. I always thought it was recycled ones.
To summon from my hand annoying child of the R.O. Then I will activate the continuous spell R.O. Reshowing.
I never remember what these things are based on originally.
One R.O. monster from my graveyard twice per turn. Then
Esco takes a lot of inspiration from a lot of things, and I don't understand half of them.
To fuse these two monsters together. Fusion summon Kaiju of the G.R.O.
That's an easy one, but
now
they're not all easy.
My continuous spells ability.
It's like, what if Godzilla was an anteater?
Rodent of the R.O. from my graveyard.
No, what if Godzilla was a heat
since
more?
An R.O. monster was summoned from my graveyard, I can special summon the monster Vigilante of the R.O. from my hand. I will activate my Vigilante's effect. By decreasing its level by 1, I can special summon from my graveyard Annoying Child of the R.O. And since Rodent is a tuner monster, I'll
Synchro
tune it
Shotgun.
with my level 3 Vigilante. Synchro Summon. Come forth, Destroyer Bot of the G.R.O. Now I'll use my continuous spells ability once more.
The great
and
rejected
resurrect
ones.
Rodent. Finally, I will
grand
overlay my level 3
rejected ones.
Rodent and Annoying Child. Exceed Summon. Come forth, Maiden of the G.R.O. Now,
Careful, he did 3 summon mechanics in 1 turn. That's how you know he means business.
First, since Kaiju was fusion summoned, all of your
Got all
face
Deckman
down
on us.
spell and traps are
Tickle
negated.
just comes in. That's right, gimmick!
And since Rodent was used to summon all 3 of these monsters, each one of them gains 1,000 attack points.
Jeez.
Now battle. Kaiju, attack battling boxer lead yoke. Not so fast. I activate the effect of battling boxer. Counterpunch in my graveyard.
Trying to boost
By
his attack
banishing
points.
it,
He
my
said with battling
monster
boxer
gains
spirits.
1,000 attack
Or
points.
battling boxing
I'm
spirits.
afraid not. Thanks to the ability of my Destroyer Bot, all monster effects during the battle phase are negated.
Oh no, which means Lead Yo can't
What?
protect itself with its effect.
What? But that's not fair.
I don't care.
Your meta decks, but no one's complaining about them.
Are you kidding me? Have you seen YouTubers? All they do is bitch.
Lead yoke. And with that said, lead yoke can't use its effect. Ah!
Jeez.
You see, since Kaiju destroyed a monster by battle, you take damage equal to that monster's attack. Lastly, I will activate Maiden's effect. By using up an overlay unit, Kaiju can attack again. Mercy?
No. Mercy is for the weak!
Yes? Wrong answer. Kaiju, attack Tyrant Red Dragon Archfiend.
Dead. Jeez. The sheer crunching of bones sound effect is dang effective.
You won't get away with this.
I already have.
I already have. I use Maiden's effect once more, discarding another overlay unit so Kaiju can attack.
It's gonna be 3 different victory counters.
Now go, Kaiju! End this duel. Attack! Destiny Hero Dusktopia!
That was the power of the GRO. As well as the ROs with Nephis' true power. He's a very dangerous opponent, especially in the early seasons. Though admittedly, once we get into the later seasons, the plot is a little bit more powerful, we'll just say.
You know about me? Please.
I wouldn't call him Nephis weak, I'd just say he's not unbeatable.
By the evolution dimension since the very beginning. Though to think they'd send a screw-up like you. I'm only a screw-up because I was banished from my own dimension. Because of you! That was merely
We're going to
your
point
own
fingers.
dimension's fault, thinking that you weren't good enough to be amongst them. After your little mistake. Which you caused! You were the one who blew up that power plant! You killed millions, and for what? Just to cover your tracks?
Basically.
Oh, please.
Duh.
I just don't get you, Mephiles. I figured out most of your plans, Mephiles, but there are still a few things I don't get. If you wanted to invade Phoenix University, what does it have to do with resurrecting Zark? Ask me that.
Answer me that. Why would I ask you that question?
Since I'm going to destroy you, I guess there's no
Is this
point
a British
in not
thing?
telling you.
That is the opposite logic that Blaze used in the previous episode.
Since you've been in this dimension long enough, I think you're already aware of the Zark incident that happened a while back, Evolutionist. Well, to recap, 5 years ago, the one known as Zark, the one responsible for creating the evolution dimension, and many other possible dimensions, as well as the main 4 dimensions, was resurrected.
Yep.
And with that resurrection came his most powerful card,
Himself.
the Supreme King Dragon Zark. It was short-lived, of course, because he was defeated, and his soul was obliterated. But unfortunately,
by the smile of a
his
small
defeat
baby.
was not meant to last.
Ugh.
A few years ago, a foolish human who worked for a card design company decided to design a new form of Zark.
Why?
A new copy of his card.
What's funny is that
Supreme King Dragon Zark.
What's funny is that this kind of happened in
However,
real life with the
soul
Ray
of
Zark.
found refuge within
They made
the
a new
card.
version of it.
Turns
which is
out
kind of
his
like
soul was
life
not
imitating art,
obliterated
I
after
guess.
all, but rather separated and banished from his own body. Horrified by
I prefer this than the actual
creator
ending of Arc
eventually
5.
discarded the card by burying it and
Thank
hiding
goodness we got the
it
Battle Beast
somewhere
arc, right
in
guys?
this very
That makes up for the
university.
ending of the...
Correct. Until I can find the Supreme Dragon, I will search every bit of ground on this island, even if I have to destroy the entire island to do so. You know I won't...
Think of all the
do that.
taxpayer dollars that'll come at the expense of...
Okay, I get why you're trying to do all this now, but before we settle this, just ask me this question.
Answer!
What was the point of giving Topia that weird card?
Okay, what was the point of
What?
giving Topia that weird
One
card?
called Rank Up Magic Baryon Force. What purpose did that solve in your plan? I do not recall having a card like this.
Yeah, this has nothing to do with Mephiles. This is a third party entirely.
Sure, my power allows me to create cards, but I have created none such cards that go by the name Rank Up Magic Baryon Force. Then, if you didn't make it, who did?
We'll find out in
Believe
Season
me,
2.
Right now, that would be a question I would like to answer as well. Guess those are questions for another day.
Indeed.
But regardless, I cannot let your plan go through any further. I'll be the one to stop you, right here and right now. Try as you might. Duel! Duel. I will make the first move. I draw.
See if you could face the GRO and take it down once and for all.
I set
And the other
one
Fusion
card
will be
face
dealing with
down, and
Zashin.
that's it. One face down card? Can't underestimate him.
To be fair,
I'll
he
be
didn't see
going
the previous
next.
duel,
I
so
draw.
him not
To
understanding
start
makes some
my
sense.
turn, I'll use Pocket Sunbird and Pocket Moonbat to set the pendulum scale.
Huh.
With these two monsters,
Set the
I'll
scales a
be
little bit
taking
backwards,
control
but it
of
doesn't
this
matter
duel.
how you set the scales,
Starting
to be
now.
fair. Just kind of interesting to see them like that.
Pendulum. Interesting. Never seen this before.
At all?
With these two monsters in the pendulum scale, I'm allowed to special summon monsters between the levels
Wait,
of
so that
2
means
and 4
does that mean if
all
he
at the
found
same
Zark, he'd be
time.
like, what the hell is wrong with this thing?
Swing
Why
far,
is there a one on
and
both
carve the arc of
sides?
Victory! I pendulum summon Pocket Ruffet Wolf, Kitlin, and Ranstomp. Ooh, summoning 3 different monsters at the same time.
Now, Heart of Evolution.
Now, from my hand, I'll play the spell card Pocket Evolution.
Or that.
Which lets me evolve all 3 of my monsters. I expand the DNA strand and triple evolution summon.
Show him your true
Pocket
power,
Haifu
Hugo.
Wolf, Pocket Centaur, and Pocket Inciner Beast.
Haifu Wolf can't do
Thanks
damage,
to
the other two
your pendulum
can.
Summon, you're able to summon 3 evolution monsters at the same
Pendulum
time.
Evolution.
I activate Inciner Beast's special ability. When it's evolution summoned, all of your spell and traps are destroyed, and you take 300 for each. So there goes your one and only defense. Sorry, Mephiles, but this duel's already over. All 3 of my monsters attack his life points.
Haifu would do
Down
no
the
damage,
plate.
but it's the spirit of the thing.
Dang,
Blaze just did this last episode. It didn't work.
I'm afraid not. No. How did you...
Karibu of
Fortunately
the
for you,
RO.
the card you destroyed was my RO reset button.
Oh?
And when this face-down card is destroyed by a card effect, I take no damage for the rest of this
You
turn.
wanted me to destroy the face down.
There's nothing else I can do.
Madman, but kind of a genius, too.
I'll end my turn. And it's my move. I draw.
Up.
Master Mephiles, what are you doing? Hurry up and get off there before that island blows with you on it.
Blows up!
Blows
Shoot!
Unfortunate.
Can't resist an SA2 reference.
That's a wrap.
Episode 4 has an I found you
Don't
faker
think
moment.
so.
No Shadow Generations
You may
had
have
one,
won
which
the
is kind of
battle.
nice.
But the war has only just
At least a
begun.
nod to it.
What do you want about? Isn't it obvious? Sure, Mephiles may have wanted to take over this island, but he never really intended to keep it. He wanted you Lancers to come here, so we could blow the place sky high. We'll all be off the island laughing, along with Mephiles, while you guys get blown to Kingdom Come. What? Don't bother calling anyone. You've already lost.
Yeah.
I gotta warn Yugioh. But first...
Hello, this is the General speaking.
Sir, listen to me. It's a trap. It's all a trap. They wanted us to come to the island. They're gonna blow it sky high.
Wait, what?
You have to get
That's
your
right.
Lancers to retreat. Evacuate this island.
But what about you? You'll be blown to smithereens.
Don't worry about me. I gotta go and find Yugioh and get him out of here before it's too late. But I thought your plan was to search for the Supreme King Zark card. What does blowing up the island have anything to do with it? Like I said, I plan to destroy this island if it means finding that card. That is why I'm going to nuke this entire island and search every bit of scrap left until I can finally find that card. Consider yourself lucky, evolutionist. I have a feeling we will meet again.
I think this counts as a no contest, which is essentially a draw. So I'll probably call it on the draw counter, but it's kind of a no contest. I don't know what to call it as.
True form? Yes. I play the XP card Heart of Evolution.
Wait, we show this now?
Evolution summon? And with this spell card, I expand the DNA strand. I evolution summon. Level 8. Mephiles, King of the GRO!
I'm surprised Mephiles.
We'll meet again. Don't know where. Don't know when.
I'm surprised that Mephiles showed off some of his form at all. I thought that was the same to the next season, but no. Technically, we never saw the monster, to be fair. It's an all-for-one dragon scenario. But still. Everyone died.
That was the day where the Forgotten got their revenge. The event went terribly. That day, they lost men, they lost students, and they lost a chance to take down the organization. Draco?
What's up?
How's Hugo?
Knocked out as he was before,
Hey, this is the same
unfortunately.
point of view, I believe, in Era of Dueling, when
The clinic said he'll be fine, he just
the
needs some
other
rest.
team that wasn't
I'm sorry that
Blake's
you weren't
team,
there
I
on
guess.
time, Draco.
went to arrive on the
None
island.
of us would have been able to stand up against him if we tag teamed him.
I see. Well,
We'll
we
tag
have
team the
lost
next
now,
villain.
But this is only the beginning.
You have no
Don't
idea.
worry. We will take back.
Actually, you have
Blake's
all the idea.
university, no matter how long it takes. We
I
will
predict
fight
4 seasons and
next
several
time.
spin-offs.
Yeah. Next time. That is if we do get it next time.
You will get several next times. Dang. Yep, season 1 ends with the heroes losing. Thank goodness this isn't one of those cases to be like, you don't get a new next season. Thank you for watching the first season of Yu-Gi-Oh! Unleashed. It was truly a pleasure. But yeah, imagine if Unleashed didn't get a second or third season, just like, that's how the series ends. Goodbye, everyone. Mephiles wins. Like goes with YouTube, that doesn't happen as much. It still does happen, absolutely. But it's not as much as it used to. You gotta worry about, like, will they fund your next season? I don't know. Better on a cliffhanger on the off chance that they do renew you for next season. You know, ease them into doing a next season. And then that way the audience can be screwed over because they don't know what happens next. Because ultimately, you only care about yourself. And not your audience. Ugh. So disappointing when that happens. But yeah, that was Mephiles showing off his true power and what he's truly capable of. Hugo probably... I don't know if Hugo could have won that duel, but I feel like he could have given Mephiles a run for his money. At the very least, he was able to go further for longer. Unfortunately, once Mephiles summoned Mephiles, it was kind of harder to do so. I didn't really establish that Mephiles was an evolution monster so early on. I thought that was a big reveal twist thing, but I guess not. But then again, we don't see Mephiles duel again for a while. Don't quote me on that. So maybe that's one that just fell in the back of the mind. Just like, oh yes, we haven't seen Mephiles' true form yet. You know, you start to forget. But what do I think about Unleashed overall? I think this is a very solid, strong first season to a series. Like, it's not perfect, of course. There are mistakes and glitches and all that stuff. Like, not everything is perfect. Some episodes are stronger than others. All the obvious stuff that we've heard 1,000 times and we hear 1,000 times again. Like, I'm not saying season 1 is the best season. I think that's 2. But season 1 is still a good first season. That is my opinion of it. Anyway. It would be, if I did rankings, I guess it would be like a 6 or 7 out of 10. Wait, if I give it 7 out of 10, I'll be the IGN of this thing. Whatever. It's a solid series in my book. That could be coming from the point of view of I know what comes later, so I'm kind of bias and sort of things, but it's also the fact that I'm also surprised by how much actually is revealed in this season. Just like, I forgot a lot of this stuff when it was revealed. So just seeing it come up now is like one of those whoa moments, you know? Like, I remember that Memphis faced Hugo, but I could have sworn he faced Hugo and Draco. But again, I'm thinking minus, I guess. I'm getting a Mandela effect thing. Like, again, if they had just said Draco instead of Hugo, this might have gone a different way, but who knows? The series would have only been one season. Can't have that. But yeah. Ultimately, I think this was again a good first season. Not perfect. No one ever claimed that. I don't think it's the best series ever made. So far, the fan series that are the best ever made would be like The Evolution or LDS and stuff like that. But as for a first season, it's better than a lot of other fan shows. I'll give you that one for a fact. You finished the first season. That puts you better than all the ones that like got to 3 episodes then stopped automatically. So yeah. And trust me, there are a lot of great things to come in the future for this series. Absolutely. This is only just the beginning for Yu-Gi-Oh! Unleashed. And there will be more excellent things to come. And I still gotta do the behind the duels thing at some point. Maybe I'll do that after I do Season 2 or something like that. Or should I do, would that be a good time to do the Heartland Dojo Saga? Because that's between Season 2 and Season 3, I believe. I'll work that part out later. What do you all think in the comments below? Tell me what you think would be a good idea. Season 2, Heartland Dojo, Season 3, or like, should I go and release her or something like that? Give me ideas. I'm open to suggestions. Also, it's worth noting that we end Season 1 with 22 wins and only 2 draws. Maybe 3 on the off chance I missed one. But still, that means that the whole Unleashed is nothing but ties meme is just straight up wrong. Like, there's no evidence to support that. At most, it's an unfunny joke. I mean, now it's an unfunny joke, but this is especially unfunny. So, yeah. There's a lot more wins than you give it credit for. Now, we'll see the ties inflate more over time, but there's more wins, obviously, already. So, the meme's already kind of dead. But, tell me all what you guys think of start of Season 1 so far. Did you like it? Did it not hold up as well as you remembered it? Would you still recommend this series? Because I think so, in my personal opinion. But that's all I have to say, really. So thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you all next time. Later.